welcome to the last 60 best 60. And if you're just joining us now, we're on day 48. And I've really enjoyed making these videos for you. I've never actually done anything like this before. So it's been a really new process for me. But I've taught yoga for almost 20 years and I feel like I've had a lot to share, and this has just been my way of being able to offer that to my community who may not come to my classes because I only teach one class now. It's just been a really great opportunity to share a lot of things that I've been thinking about that make my life work and that I'm still working on in my life. Today I wanted to share with you a little bit more on some morning practices. Yesterday I talked about 4 things. Being aware of your dreams in that dream state right after you wake up, before you get out of bed. Hydrate, meditate, stretch, and plan, and whatever form that takes for you. Those are the 4 I would suggest. And today I want to talk specifically about some physical things, and like breakfast. But the thing is, breakfast is your first meal of the day. It doesn't have to come until whenever you decide to have breakfast. So I actually have been practicing intermittent fasting when I can. I can't always because of my teaching schedule, and to go too long without nourishment is actually really a strain for me. But whenever I can, and it's most days, I really don't eat until about 12 noon, and then my first meal of the day is breakfast. So the first thing I would suggest is really exploring and trying to start your day with lemon juice. I suggest this in my teacher training for students to just try it. And it's warm, it's not hot, and it's not cold. I put hot water and then I add cold water, and I put half and half, and it's just a very comfortable temperature to drink. And I'll add some resources. Again, I'm not so much a health expert, but I've done a lot of research, and I'll share with you why the benefits are so good. And then whenever you do have breakfast, that first meal of the day, I would encourage you to try different kinds of foods and notice how they make you feel. So I'm going to add a link, but I asked some people in my life that I knew took care of their health for their breakfast suggestions. And I call this article, it's in Illumin magazine, The Breakfast of Champions, because really that, it's that thing that our moms always said, our breakfast is our most important meal of the day. And I really believe it is, because even after, the 6 hours, 8 hours that you've been sleeping, whenever that first meal comes, like, it's what your body is going to take in and really absorb and nourish your body. Think about the quality of food that in your first meal. And the other thing that I'll add in your links of resources is a practice called Uddiyana Bandha, and it's a yoga practice. And I will say that so interestingly, when I was in grade school, I checked out this book about yoga from the library. I checked out this book from the library about yoga, and it was one of the first, ever resources. And I mean, just dating myself, it was in the 70s. And I remember seeing pictures of Uddiyana Bandha and Nauli where they're strongly engaging and kind of sucking in the abdominals. And I just thought it was a camera trick, because I'm like, no way can someone do that. But I've been doing Uddiyana Bandha first thing in the morning for many, many years. And it feels really good to just kind of compress and engage the abdominals. And it's very good for your digestion. And then the other thing that I will add a link to is either myself doing, I haven't decided yet, or there's a lot of links on doing those spinal rolls. And just think of your body as like the back body creates like a wall. And over time, if you never stretch, the fascia that covers the muscles, and really there's like a substance that fills in the space between the crevices of our muscles, just builds up, and it gets harder and harder to break up. So foam rolling and or spinal rolling are great ways to just kind of clear out the muscular, I call it stuckness or static feeling in your back body, and it just feels really good to open up the back body, because the back body is the part we don't see. It's a good reminder that we don't see all parts of our lives. So I spend a lot of time like working on what I can't physically see. If you've ever been to my yoga class, I use a lot of cues, adjusting areas of your body that you can't see, because I think it's a very important quality to start to cultivate, is being able to use, see, and experience and precisely or accurately assess the things that you can't see. And that's kind of the quality of knowing that I encourage you to cultivate, is like become so familiar and aware of your life and all of the areas of your life and your hopes, your dreams, and the triggers that come up, so that that feeling like you're like encounter someone that you haven't seen for a while and they like kind of upset you and you're like, I didn't realize that I didn't resolve that. Like, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. And so spinal rolls, physically, a very great way to relax and release the structure of our back body so that we feel very mobile. On a physical level, great, and on a deeper level also very powerful work. So stay with it. Last 60, best 60. You're on the path. Whatever day you jump in, you'll get a lot out of this, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.